Athletic Association is working to better regulate student transfers for high school athletes.
And this month, the board approved the creation of a task force dedicated to collecting a non-compliant student transfer data. ABC 3340's Kyra Purvis speaks to a local coach who says the changes are necessary.
All we want to do is we just want to collect data.
Chris Yeager, head football coach at Mountain Brook High School, says non-compliant student transfer athletes could be having an impact on Alabama high school sports. A newly created task force is expected to determine how.
Is the transfer issue affecting those three core values of our association? Fair play, safety of our players, and education through athletics. You know, it looks as though it is.
There are a number of ways a student athlete can be considered non-compliant. Executive Director of the association, Heath Harmon, says the most commonly seen issue is the bona fide move. Students transferring to schools without living within that district.
Students who are moving or transferring want to play at the varsity level. They have to make sure that they're compliant.
The task force is expected to identify these students and investigate any trends seen with certain schools. Yeager says that process is still in the early stages.
We started collecting information as far as the number of transfers that are occurring. You know, is there an increase? How many players within a program were actually transfers? And, you know, were rosters being filled with transfers? Were a majority of the players on certain teams, were they transfers?
The task force has not released any of that collected information at this point, but Yeager says they have made movement with the Dragonfly athletic system, making all student transfer information open to the public.
What that'll allow to happen is transparency. You'll be able to see, you know, how many athletes are transferring to certain schools and how many schools have a certain number of transfers. And so I think that what it'll do is it will bring transparency for not only the coaching community, but also the media and the public in general.
In Jefferson County, Kyra Purvis, ABC 3340 News.
The athletic board did approve 2 proposals to help regulate transfers. Proposal 19 requires all member schools to identify and mark all players who transfer into their schools. Proposal 11 addressed out-of-season transfers and student eligibility timelines.